women as infinite, universal, boundless, inclusive, and of course, global. Opening and welcoming all of you to the Global Women in Trade, the 2021 Summit, hashtag GWTS 2021. Quoting Sarah Blakely, don't be intimidated by what you don't know. That can be your greatest strength and ensure that you do things differently from everyone else. As the COVID-19 crisis unfolds the lives of women and girls everywhere, and that is changing, while some spheres of work and personal life are on a pause, others, like all of us women, face increased strains and new challenges, from farming to first response services and heads of states. Everything in between, women are playing a gigantic role in keeping their communities safe and resilient in the face of COVID-19. However, are we always getting a message on empowering women? Women are already empowered. We just need to combine our strengths together. It is about the way the world perceives our strength together. It is only the way when a powerful bunch comes together with each other's strengths is when a W combinator is born. So why the W combinator? It is where every woman's success is an inspiration to another. We are stronger when we cheer each other on, and as we will do on this platform, celebrating and awarding 100 global leaders, celebrating and awarding 100 women entrepreneurs under Brand India, and celebrating and awarding 100 women under Brand Africa. So where there's a woman, there's magic. And let's create that magic together for these 3 days of the Women in Business Summit 2021. Greetings once again, everyone. My name is Kusum Kanwar, and I'm the State President, Women Entrepreneurs Enterprise, Global Ambassador for Diversity and Inclusion and Education for a Girl Child, Global Council for Promotion of International Trade, and Confederation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. I'm an educationist for over 3 decades, Managing Director, KK Kids Learning Systems, founder, Arab Skills. With above reflections on behalf of the Global Council for Promotion of International Trade, GCPIT, and Confederation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, we welcome all of you for an exciting and enthralling 3-day Women in Trade Summit, the Global Council for Promotion of International Trade, the premier global business event connecting women entrepreneurs with buyers, investors, and partners. Witness open networking, space for women, countless international and national speakers, chief guests, guests of honors, dignitaries, over 100 participants from all around the world in search of innovation and new trade and investment opportunities. All are participating with us. 72 hours of exhibition. Know your market to understand the big picture of the international business environment. Witness the virtual brand India Women in Business 2021 Awards on 8th of March. Our commitment and to fostering a culture of diverse and inclusive world inspired us to commission this study of women and leadership, achieving an equal future in a COVID-19 world. We are on a mission to be globally recognized organization for unlocking the potential of MSMEs. We bring to you the Global Women in Trade Summit 2021. That's a flagship initiative by Global Council for Promotion of International Trade. We have a strong belief in the mission articulated by our founder and director, Mr. Santosh Ganesh, which is to empower, collaborate, innovate, and stand together as true human beings and not miss the human touch. His words of inspiration are power-driven for all of us at the Confederation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. He says there are no ceilings for us. The sky is the limit. So keep going. Every woman has the opportunity, as we need women at leadership positions to change the dynamics and lead conversations, as all his council women are today. So all women world over hearing us, grab every opportunity to ensure your voices are heard. As with most things in life, the devil is in the details. When it comes to international trade, an important detail is that micro, small, and medium enterprises, that's MSMEs. make up for more than 95% of the firms in any country, and generate about 70% of employment worldwide. Now, speaking on MSMEs, they matter a lot for women as well. Across 99 developing countries, 36% of MSMEs are partially or entirely owned by women. However, women-owned MSMEs are less present in the high economic impact sectors of construction, transportation, warehousing, manufacturing, and wholesale trade. With this, I would like to welcome and invite our inaugural chief guest, Mr. Prakash GS. He's an IEDS Joint Director, MSME Development Institute, Thrissur, Kerala. Mr. Prakash GS is an Indian enterprise Development Service IEDC cadre office in Government of India, a graduate in engineering. Prior to joining to the Ministry of MSME through UPSC, he worked in the BPL Limited as production engineer in Consumer Electronics Division. In the ministry, he worked in the headquarters at Delhi and worked 6 different stations in the country. Presently posted as General Director at MSME Development Institute, Thrissur, he's engaged in implementation of various programs and policies of the Ministry of MSME in Kerala and Lakshadweep. Sir, it's a huge honor and privilege to have you with us as the chief guest in today's Global Women in Trade, the 2021 summit. At present, the world over, thousands of women and men are excited and eager to hear your views on the importance of international trade opportunities for MSMEs. Sir, welcome, and over to you, sir, Mr. Prakash GS, IEDS. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Kusum. Ms. Kusum Kanwar.
Thanks, sir.
There is a nice introduction for a very exciting journey of women entrepreneurs all over the world. We hope the woman power will be truly demonstrated in the next 3 days so that it will explode and throughout the dimensions of the value chain of the manufacturing, trade, all the business sectors of the economy. First of all, let me congratulate the Confederation of Indian MSMEs, CIMSME, Confederation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, and the Global Council for Promotion of International Trade to host this very important and very relevant event of this global business meet or global business leaders, women leaders meet, wherein a large number of participants, not only from different countries, but they are exhibiting their products also, and there will be a lot of sessions also. See, I am representing the micro, small and medium enterprises Ministry of Government of India. As you know, MSMEs plays a very crucial role in our economy. Likewise, any other country, if you call it as a MSME in our country, it may be called some other name, SMB, SME. The criteria may be different. Here we have got a criteria of investment and turnover as a composite criteria to define MSMEs. Well, in some countries it may be in terms of investment, it may be in terms of turnover, employment. But this particular segment of the economy, in whichever country may be, they are playing a vital role in being a catalyst of the development of the respective nations. Now, coming to the importance of MSME, as all of you know, MSMEs are considered vital because the potential for MSMEs to create employment, it is an effective tool for wealth distribution and gender equality, social justice. All these sectors, MSMEs can play a vital role. That is why globally, this sector is assuming significance in the recent past. Now, coming to women entrepreneurs, we know the figures show roughly around 20 to 30% enterprises in India also owned by women. But when it comes to the real management or real day-to-day running of the business is concerned, the figure may be much lower, because in many a times the it may be in the name of the promoter or the enterprise will be the name of a woman, but it will be actually managed by men. That is what we are seeing in many times. Of course, there are a lot of women entrepreneurs. They are really working, and they're really working hard to excel. There are many entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs also there in the field. But if you take the total figure, that's what we are doing. Because the government is giving certain incentives, there are certain schemes for women entrepreneurs. So many of times the applicant may be woman, but actually the whole show will be managed by the men. So the government of India has come up with a lot of policies and programs to encourage women entrepreneurs. One of the key policy is the women for the woman is one is the public procurement. In the public procurement, women-based enterprises has been given 3% reservation. And now the total procurement, all the government entities when they procure 25%. Total procurement 25% is reserved for MSMEs with a price preference. In the 25%, again 3% is reserved for women entrepreneurs and 4% is reserved for socially backward classes of enterprises, the CST type of enterprises. So this 3%, if you take the national public procurement, it is estimated there is a 10 lakh crore national procurement is there. So with the 3% itself is a very significant figure. But when we analyze the public procurement policy figures, it looks like majority of the cases that these 3% also the public sector entities are not able to achieve, because they are not able to identify right kind of women entrepreneurs to supply the desired type of quantity or the desired product or services with the specification, all these things. So there is a lot of scope for women enterprises. If you take the women and number of enterprises in the women from the present level to at least 10% more, it will drastically transform the entire society. Because when a woman is really making economic activity, as per the many studies, if she get 100 rupees, almost more than 90% of the money she will be bringing back to the family and she will be spending for the family. So the woman, the woman should be empowered. The real empowerment of women, it comes through entrepreneurship. That is, I personally believe, because we need to bring them. See, men and women are the two wings of a bird. So society cannot survive without both the wings, because the birds has to fly with both the wings. But we need to bring the women. The men has to bring the women to the forefront. We need to some sort of a encouragement. We need to push them. We need to give all the motivation to the women to come forward. Then only, because socially and due to different taboos, we are for traditionally, many reasons, we are conditioned to their minds. We are conditioned saying that you cannot do like. But now now the time has changed. Now we have to bring them in the forefront. Now these things I just wanted to tell, because women basically, because of their many inherent their qualities like the patience, the ability to listen, the perseverance, their ability to understand the others, understand others' perspective in their own shoes, the empathy they have got, all these qualities make the woman an ideal choice for entrepreneurs. Because an entrepreneur, what is an entrepreneur is doing? Exactly what a mother is doing in a home, or a wife is doing when she's making a family. All the resources pulling together and leading towards a goal. That is exactly an enterprise is also doing. So a woman being running a family, it is not a big task to run an enterprise, because almost she's doing the same type of jobs in the enterprise also. So it does not need much soft skills. It is already there in the woman. In our country, we consider women as Shakti, the symbol of energy, power, and we Indians worship women, and worship in the sense we consider women as the ideal symbol of Shakti. So that power is there. We only have to bring them in the forefront. That will bring a lot of changes in the society. See, as I said, the government is coming up with the different policies and programs. Like if you got we have got a cluster development program, wherein a group of enterprises come together. They will they can get a common facility with the government of India's grant of up to 70% for 20 projects up to 20 crore. But if it is a women-based enterprises, government is giving 90% of the grant. Yeah, government is providing 90% grant for a common facility up to 20 crore. Likewise, international exhibitions. If a woman enterprise is participating in international exhibitions, the to and fro airfare, their stall charges, 100% reimbursement government is giving. Compared to the men, the women enterprises are given 100%. So many of the schemes, if you take any scheme, there are certain components. Like we have got a Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program, wherein enterprises can set up with the Government of India subsidy, new enterprises, up to 25 lakhs can be set up. But if it is a women-based enterprises, 35% subsidy is provided for the women enterprises. So all these measures are government. There is a Stand Up India loan. Stand Up India loan means every bank branch has to give at least one woman a project up to 1 crore. They can apply and the Stand Up India loan for women-based enterprises. As far as the government of India is concerned, a women enterprise is defined. When it is a proprietary means, it should be owned by a woman. It's a partnership, or a company means majority stake. That means 51% stake should be owned by the women. That is the definition for the women enterprises given by Government of India. So all these measures, if you take, these are going to encourage women entrepreneurs. I just wanted to mention one example of Kerala, from the state where I am coming, Kudumbashree, which is a self-help group, which is considered one of the very novel and very I say effective tool by all over India, all over the world. So Kudumbashree is basically the women groups, self-help groups. They come together and do the many things. So this Kudumbashree is actually transforming the entire state, because they are now doing almost all. If you take the Kochi Metro, the entire railway management, that station management, the food supply, all the ticketing, all these things is done by Kudumbashree. Likewise, we have got this Kudumbashree has been engaged in the COVID management also. They have been engaged extensively by the government of Kerala. Recently, one woman from Kerala, Lakshmi Menon, she came up with a product. When we PPE kit, a lot of waste is being produced. So taking that waste from the PPE kit, she, without any machine, just just using that waste, she made beds which can be used by the COVID patients. So such type of enterprises, waste from the waste, which we normally throw away product, which is converted to a very useful product, which is very relevant also. So such type of women enterprises are coming up. A lot of startups. Another boom is the startups a lot of startups, technology space also, in other sectors also. Startups are coming up. These are all very positive signs, which we should look forward, and we should encourage all the stakeholders, particularly the associations, government agencies like CIMSME. All these organizations have a key role to play in bringing women entrepreneurs. But I just want to tell you, as far as the Indian MSME definition is called, trade. To take trade as an activity, it is not coming under the MSME purview. Mere trading cannot be registered as a MSME. Whenever there is a value addition, which can be considered manufacturing, the service is there, service category is there. But mere trading is not considered as a MSME activity. So with these words, I thank Mr. Satish, founder of CIMSME, and Mr. Sushil Kumar for giving me this opportunity to address this August gathering. It is my proud privilege to be the speaker of this very prestigious meeting. So I wish all the success, and I congratulate all the organization for this wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. And definitely, a bird needs to fly with both the wings. The change has come. Yes, sir. We have the perseverance. We have the persistence, empathy. Thank you. We already have inbuilt soft skills. We have the power. We have the shakti. Our country is built by strong women, and we will continue to break down walls and stereotypes. Thank you for such rousing words. It's a great honor and immense pleasure now to welcome and invite His Excellency Muzaffar Shah Hanafi, sharing his views on international trade and investment opportunities in Malaysia. He holds a bachelor's degree in information technology, joined Martrade in 2008, and was given the portfolio of promoting Malaysia's tech industries in global markets. Considering His Excellency's valuable contributions in 2018, he was promoted as Trade Consul, Martrade, Chennai. He continues to be responsible for promoting trade between Malaysia and South Indian region, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Maldives, and Bhutan. We are privileged and grateful for your presence on the Global Women in Trade, the 2021 Summit. Your Excellency, the stage is all yours.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Before distinguished speakers and participants, I would like to thank Confederation of Indian Small Medium Enterprise for always giving me the opportunity to participate in their program. My sincere appreciation as well to GCCER, GCPIT, U First Eduversity, and ICTMAE. I hope I got all the acronym right. While I'm excited to be able to engage the business community, again, it's not easy to deliver a remark in a program called Global Women in Trade Summit. It is hard to be optimistic with the words global and trade in today's scenario. But nonetheless, there are always silver linings in every hardship, and for this pandemic, there are many to choose from. In regard of today's event, I can say the year 2020 was the highlight of women achievement globally. We can see the significant contributions by women in addressing and solving the issues stemming from COVID-19. Dear participants, for a starter, it is no secret that countries with women was as the head of states such as New Zealand, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Norway, to name a few, are better at managing the outbreak. These women are exemplary of leaders who took huge risks of locking down their countries and at the same time competently managing the fiscal policy to cushion the economic impact. On the private sectors, last year also saw a record high of women CEO in Fortune 500 companies, with the like of Mary Barra of General Motors, Kathy Warden of Northrop Grumman, and Jane Fraser of Citigroup, being part of the 37 women leading some of the largest corporations in the United States. And let's not forget Dr. Ozlem Tursi, the female Turkish German scientist who co-developed the first COVID-19 vaccine. Despite the damaging effect of the pandemic, the efficient response by women in corporate leader roles have changed the global business landscape. Now even the most traditionalist economies have started to gradually be receptive to female decision makers. Dear participants, if there's one thing the pandemic has taught us is that you can trade anywhere, anytime, and virtually with anyone. Thus, as a trade representative from the government of Malaysia, I'm inviting all the women entrepreneurs, the women in trade who participate in today's summit to connect with your Malaysian counterpart. Malaysia ranked third in Asia and 12th in the world for ease of doing business. Government of Malaysia provides various aids, supports, and assistance to the development of women SMEs in our country, and also for them to go global. Malaysia offers women-friendly business platform for those who are interested to explore opportunities in services such as finance, ICT, telecommunications, oil and gas, defense, F&B, FMCG, chemicals, and many other high-value services and product sectors. Being strategically located in Southeast Asia, Malaysia is your strategic partner to explore a region consists of 10 countries, half billion population, and a market size of approximately around $3 trillion. Dear participants, while the vaccination programs have started to be rolled out all over the world, the new ways of doing business are here to stay. I believe from this now onwards, this virtual session like this will become the staple of the global trading and economic activities. Based on the variety of speakers, I'm confident that you'll find great value that can help you to explore new business techniques with much needed information and knowledge that will be very useful for you to navigate your business direction in this era we call new normal. With that, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Back to you, Ms. Kusuma.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, Muzaffar Shah Hanafi, for your highlights of the pandemic times. And the pandemic has taught us that we can trade from anywhere. And yes, we are very thankful for your invite to come and trade in Malaysia. And great execution is at least 10 times as important as 100 times harder, and then a great idea. Thank you so much. Now, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Sanjay Jain. He's the Regional Head, Small Industries Development Bank of India. His various appointments and postings in SIDBs include high-status roles like business development, sanctioning, disbursement, coordination of various associations, development agencies, government departments, and many more, and presently heading Hyderabad Regional Office of SIDBI. Is responsible for activities and business or SIDBI in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Orissa, and Chhattisgarh. We are honored to have you on the Global Women in Trade, the 2021 Summit, where over thousands of women and men are excited to hear your views on the various SIDBI schemes supporting MSMEs. The stage is all yours, sir.
Thank you, Kusum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by thanking the organizers, Confederation of Indian MSMEs, Global Council for the Promotion of International Trade, for giving us the opportunity to be part of this great event, Women in Trade 2021 Summit. Such programs present a great opportunity for women entrepreneurs and other MSMEs to network and understand the latest development in different sectors, not only in India, but in different parts of the world. It gives them the opportunity to interact with their counterparts in other parts of the world, understand how business is happening in those countries, what are the opportunities which are available, and then explore those opportunities and grow their business. A wonderful event. My congratulations to the organizer for organizing such a wonderful event. More than 300 women entrepreneurs are likely to be participating in the program. I'm 100% confident that by participating in this event, they will be greatly benefited by exploring new products, new technologies, new marketing avenues, and the event will contribute towards the growth of women entrepreneurs, MSMEs in India and other countries also. Success of the women entrepreneurs present in this event will certainly encourage many other women entrepreneurs to come forward and be part of this journey of entrepreneurship, which is very important. As all of us know how important MSMEs have been, women being one of the important stakeholders, naturally growth of women entrepreneurship naturally will add to the overall growth of the MSMEs and will contribute towards the growth of the GDP or the economy of the country. Let me give you a brief about the SIDBI and some of schemes which we have been operating. SIDBI is an all India institution promoted by Government of India, Ministry of Finance. SIDBI operates various schemes for the promotion, financing, and development of the MSMEs in India. So SIDBI takes up various activities which includes three parts: financing, promotion, and development. Under financing, SIDBI takes up various schemes directly as well as indirectly. Under directly, SIDBI extends assistance to MSMEs by way of term loans for their project. It can be a new project, it can be existing projects going for expansion, modernization, or diversification. Or if we do not have the full-fledged project, if we are buying one or two equipment also can be funded by SIDBI. Working capital type of assistance is also available. Business loan schemes are also available. Marketing related services or financing for marketing relating or R&D related activities are also available from SIDBI under the direct fund. Under direct fund, SIDBI extends assistance to the MSMEs through its own branch network, which are available in all the major cities where MSMEs clusters are available. And second way of reaching the MSME besides directly extending assistance is through various intermediaries. SIDBI has been extending refinance assistance to different stakeholders like banks, SFCs, NBFCs, microfinance institutions, as well as like fintech. Latest development is fintech. So SIDBI has been extending assistance to different intermediaries so that flow of credit to the MSMEs is improved or is assured. There should not be a dearth of money availability for the entrepreneurs for setting up or expanding or financing their business activity in the MSME sector. Besides taking up the financial activities, providing financial assistance directly as well as through the indirectly, SIDBI takes up various activities for promoting various intermediaries, various institutions for overall growth of the MSME sector. For example, SIDBI promoted SIDBI Venture Capital Limited to provide venture capital assistance to the MSME. SIDBI promoted along with Government of India Credit Guarantee Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises for providing collateral-free loans to the MSME to facilitate extension of collateral-free loan by the banks or institution under the credit guarantee scheme. SIDBI has promoted more than 100 microfinance institutions so that small loans under microfinance, small loans 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 can be made available to the rural poor or urban poor for taking up the micro enterprises. So day-to-day earning is possible. So microfinance is another area where SIDBI has been pioneer and promoted more than 100 microfinance institutions. If you might be aware that 10 small finance bank license have been given by Reserve Bank of India. Out of the 10 small finance bank, 8 were promoted by SIDBI as microfinance institution, have been converted into small finance bank, which now have extended the financial facilities besides the microfinance sector to the other MSMEs. Then SIDBI has promoted trades under trade receivable exchange of India Limited. One company has been promoted by SIDBI. This is to address the delayed payment problem for the MSME. So Trades is an online platform where trade bills of MSME for their supplies to the large corporates are discounted online at very competitive rates. So MSME sellers are benefited by immediate payment at very competitive rate and without any collateral security or without any recourse for non-payment of the dues by the large corporate. SIDBI has promoted online platform Udyami Mitra portal to facilitate online application by the MSMEs as well as providing different schemes, information about the various facilities which are available by the different stakeholders. What are the various schemes of the state government, central government, from where they get the training, from where they can get the project profile for setting up their own unit. So Udyami Mitra portal is being operated by SIDBI to facilitate the entrepreneurship in the country. Another initiative is PSB loan in 59 minutes. Last year, Prime Minister announced this initiative in which MSMEs can avail financial assistance from banks and institutions by sitting in their home or their office or even from the internet cafe. They can log in and get in principle approval for assistance within 59 minutes. If you are an existing entrepreneur having GST, filing GST returns and IIT returns, you can apply, you can get the in principle approval online under the PSB loan in 59 minutes. Another important initiatives of SIDBI is providing the startup funding. SIDBI is managing fund of Ministry of Industries, in which 10,000 crore fund is being managed, which is being extended through different startup venture fund for extending equity kind of assistance to the MSME. So we can approach any of the startup funds or venture fund for getting equity support. SIDBI has promoted more than 100 such venture startup funds for extending equity kind of assistance to the MSME. SIDBI is the nodal agency for various government subsidy schemes like credit linked capital subsidy scheme, technology upgradation fund scheme for textile sector, IDLSS for the leather sector. The scheme is now not operational as of now. Inter-subvention scheme, 2% inter-subvention scheme. Again, SIDBI is the nodal agency. MSC CDP, which is being operated by the Ministry of MSME. Again, SIDBI is the nodal agency for appraising the project under the MSC CDP scheme. For women entrepreneurs, two special schemes are being operated by SIDBI through various banks and institutions, intermediaries. One scheme is called Mudra, Prime Minister Mudra Yojana. Under this, loan up to 10 lakh is available without any collateral security for the micro enterprise. All women entrepreneurs or even others can avail benefit under this scheme. All banks, NBFCs are extending assistance. Private sector, public sector banks are also extending assistance under the Mudra Yojana up to 10 lakh per enterprise. Another scheme is Stand Up India scheme, where again this is a government of India scheme which is operated by SIDBI through the banks or NBFCs or institutions. Here again, from 10 lakh to 1 crore, assistance is available to the women entrepreneurs. Every bank branch has to do at least one case for the SC/ST entrepreneur and one case for the woman entrepreneur. So any woman entrepreneur which is setting up a greenfield project can avail assistance up to 1 crore under the Stand Up India portal. Both the schemes are guaranteed by credit guarantee or NCGTC, which is promoted by SIDBI. So these are you can avail these schemes without any collateral security. Also, if you do not have collateral security, your project is otherwise good, you can avail benefit by covering these under the guarantee schemes promoted by SIDBI. Besides developing different intermediaries or different other institutions, SIDBI takes up various developmental activities for overall growth of the MSME. Some of the initiatives is like Mission Swavlamban is one initiative which has been taken by SIDBI to encourage entrepreneurship culture in the country. The aim of Mission Swavlamban is to encourage the youth to become the entrepreneur, be the job creator, not the job seeker. That is the aim of Mission Swavlamban. SIDBI has taken up this mission in 5 states. Telangana is one of the states where 16 districts have been identified, where different type of training, project identification, and then project of filing, preparing the project report, getting the bank finance, marketing support. All these facilities are available under Mission Swavlamban, so that more and more micro enterprise can be created. And here we are encouraging women entrepreneurs to come forward and set up their own micro enterprises under this mission. Another program which SIDBI has been running is Micro Enterprise Promotion Program in different districts of the countries. Under Micro Enterprise Promotion Program, SIDBI engages an agency which encourages the youth, women entrepreneur to go for different kind of trainings and then set up their own micro enterprises. They also help in getting the bank loan and overall support for running the micro enterprises successfully. Then different kind of entrepreneurship development program, skill development program, marketing related activities, etc. is supported by SIDBI for taking up these activities. SIDBI has instituted MSME award to encourage the MSME to go for the next level, so that the achievements of the MSMEs are recognized and other MSMEs are encouraged to go for the next level, involve the latest technologies, seeking growth for overall development of their own enterprises. These are some of the initiatives taken by SIDBI. There are so many other things. It will take long time, so I will stop here for as far as SIDBI is concerned. For this program, I wish all the success. My best wishes are there, and let the women entrepreneur grow and become the main stakeholder in the overall MSME ecosystem. All the best for the program. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sanjay Jain, sir, and for your appreciation of women being very important for the economy of the country. And alone in 59 minutes online, path-breaking initiative, sir, encouraging youth as to be entrepreneurs. MSME Awards is encouraging. Thank you so much for the detailed information on various schemes for MSMEs, and we're excited to take and grab every opportunity that is out there for us women. Thank you, sir. Now, it is our privilege to have our guest of honor, Mr. Satyanarayana Panigrahi. He's the DGM State Bank of India, Regional Office, Hyderabad. Mr. Satyanarayana Panigrahi, sir, has 26 years of service under various positions, and that have led him from he has led from the front for achieving many milestones with his vast experience in retail, SME, advances, and foreign exchange portfolios. He's digital savvy and committed to making banking services customer friendly with the help of digital platforms. Currently, he's posted as Deputy General Manager, DGM, BNO, Hyderabad Administrative Office, and also is a controller of 6 regional business offices and 203 branches located across the length and breadth of Twin Cities. It is an honor to welcome you, sir, on the Global Women in Trade, the 2021 Summit. And thousands of viewers have joined us today, and they're excited to hear about the MSME's financial support system by SBI. Thank you, sir, and over to you.
Good afternoon, madam, and good afternoon all participants in the plenary session organized by Confederation of Indian MSME. I should thank Madam Pravina here with the chairperson Telangana. She has come to the bank and sought our participation, and I'm really glad that she was there to seek our participation. And at the first instance, we were very glad to accept his invitation, and I'm really glad to be part of this function, because as you know, on behalf of SBI, I am there today to address this plenary session. And for SBI, if you look at what SBI is doing for SME sector, MSME segment, and we are looking forward how to grow in MSME segment. At present, if you look our portfolio, we have a portfolio of 2.35 lakh crores in MSME, which constitutes 14% of our advanced portfolio. But here we are committed to take it to this 4 lakh crores, at least 20% of our loan portfolio. This is our commitment to MSME sector. And why it is needed? Because MSME, we always look forward to, in the context of Government of India guidelines, and particularly the Government of India program Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. This Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, they look upon the MSME sector to be self-reliant, and the benefits that accrue from MSME sector, these are really vital. This leads to the domestic production and more export earning, and finally the most vital is employment generation. So these are the 3 vital points why we look for the MSME segment. SBI is pioneer in retail segment. We have the highest portfolio in housing loan portfolio. But despite that, we are looking for MSME to grow, because housing loan, this debt itself we are creating, that real estate which we are creating is not earning any money for the economy as a whole. But whereas this SME has altogether a different connotation as far as return to economy is concerned, return to country is concerned. So we are committed here to take our portfolio growth to 4 lakh crore in the coming year, and so that MSME plays a vital role in our total advanced kitty. Coming to women entrepreneur participation in Indian MSME, we are not devoid of names. So there are so many leaders, women entrepreneurs now leading Indian economy. If I take the name, Madam Kiran Majumdar, ICON chairperson, Madam Indira Nui, Madam Ritu Kumar, and Madam Priya Paul. This is again this Spark Portal chairperson. So many names are there to lead, already there in the women fraternity. And as you know, our culture that our culture is not complete unless both fraternity men and women come together for jugalbandi, for a combo offer. This culture is already there. So unless we ensure women participation, MSME cannot be successful. So this is a plenary session. This is only meant for how to grow women entrepreneurship in SME. It is already there. As I have already emphasized, it is already there, and they are the role models to drive. And if you look forward to the role models, it is already there, and we should always, to grow any sector, role models are important, and we are not devoid of that. So with this, I hope these women entrepreneurs will definitely grow. And what we need to do, what as a banker we need to do. As I already told, 21-22, the government of India has taken many steps. That budgetary allocation already, 15,700 crores they have allotted, as against hardly 7,000 crores last year. 10,000 crores corpus for the provision of guarantee. A new guarantee corporation has come into being. So when I say this, already SIDBI director has already told, SIDBI, who is heading the Telangana state, he has already emphasized this Mudra, Stand Up India, all these agencies that has come into play, Stand Up India Mitra Portal, Lagu Udyogi Portal, all these things have come into place now. So we are not short of infrastructure. Infrastructure has already been built up. Now we have to encash that. And coming to this, so many that initial legislation has happened, and this 10,000 crores of corpus for provisions of guarantee for guarantee NCGCT, the new guarantee corporation in the line of CGTMSE, that has already in vogue. So with all these things, Government of India, this initiatives, what the bank is offering. First of all, I will tell you that as far as State Bank of India is concerned, our SME is based on 3-pillar approach. One is customer convenience. When I talk of customer convenience, we have so many things now. For State Bank of India, we have now dedicated SME regions comprising dedicated branches who is meant only for SME. No retail transaction will be undertaken in these branches. So this is the development of the this current financial year, and we will take it forward. And there are dedicated branches for SME in SBI, and some dedicated regions have been already formed who will be dealing only with SME. It was necessitated because when you go to a general banking branch, SME customer is usually lost in the crowd. So to avoid this is been the thinking of the SBI. Let us create a dedicated SME region and SME branches so that we can cater to the best of our ability. Because we have the ability, only delivery was the problem. This is why this has been undertaken to form a dedicated SME branches as well as SME regions. And coming to this already platforms, though, the SIDBI director has already explained all this CLP portal. This is contactless lending platforms, and all these platforms he has already discussed. And coming to the second is risk mitigation. So what we are doing for risk mitigation, already we have developed technology-based risk mitigation. So gone are the manual days of processing. So many of the platforms that SBI has developed, the technology-based platforms, this risk mitigation are integrated in the technology-based platforms. So this is where we are now also we can improve our delivery process. And next, digital offering. Though there are various products that we are now digitally offering, one of them is this pre-approved business loan, PABL, to the extent of 5 lakhs, to the extent of its Sishu category of Mudra. If I look at you, all must be knowing the Sishu category, Sishu, Tarun and Kishore, 3 aspects of Mudra, up to 5 lakhs, up to 2 lakhs, up to 5 lakhs and up to 10 lakhs. So Sishu and Tarun, which is up to 2 lakhs and up to 5 lakhs, we are covering through pre-approved business loan. So analytics are on, and we have already leads are there, and we are escalating to those leads through INBs. So this is about Sishu and Tarun. And as far as Kishore is concerned, then the portal is there, and all applications are sourced to portals. So this is about Mudra, who is starting the ventures. So those who are new entrepreneurs, new women entrepreneurs coming to MSME segment for the first time with a greenfield project, we have Stand Up India, which has already been discussed. the last CDB director has already told. And Stand Up India, as you know, this is purely meant for to develop an ecosystem where we can grow more and more among the women entrepreneurs, scheduled caste entrepreneurs, and scheduled tribe entrepreneurs. And if it is a non-individual organization, that 50% stake has to be held by a woman entrepreneur. This is Stand Up India. What is that? 10 lakhs to 1 crore. Straight away we are getting collateral free loan. That's most important, because our MSME is not going because we do not have enough collateral in many of the cases. So that is why this portal, if you are coming up with a greenfield project, then funds is not as scarce for you. With the Stand Up India scheme, 10 lakhs to 1 crore available to you for any greenfield project, if he is a SC/ST entrepreneur or an entrepreneur or women entrepreneur. And as I told you, this is individual. Even if in an organization also, non-individual organization also, if 51% stake is held by the SC/ST or women entrepreneur, that is also qualified for Stand Up India. So this is how these schemes are very, very important to grow. As I told you, Mudra is an agency, but the tool is PMOI, Prime Minister Mudra Yojana. So PMMY. So these are toolkit, and under toolkit there are Sishu, Tarun, and Kishore. These are 3 divisions are there, and one more Stand Up India is there for the new entrepreneurs also to grow. And these are what SBI is doing. SBI is doing for this SME sector. I've already told you some of the points. Then coming to the supply chain finance. The supply chain finance, we have grown our relationship with corporate worlds. That there are now, go by the statistics, now 251 tie-ups industrial major covering 17,300 dealers are already in place. So when is the electronic dealer financing system, we are promoting this to ensure that the supply chain is not affected during this unprecedented time also. So what has happened already we have seen in the world last year. So this is why the Atmanirbhar Nidhi project, so Indian corporates should not be devoid of any input materials. So that is the reason we are going deep into the supply chain and establishing our relationship with all corporates so that this doesn't suffer in an unprecedented time. Then come to the trades platform. I think one of the plenary session members has already covered trades platform. What is the trade platforms? So to discount these receivables and to negotiate these receivables, you know that many of the units are suffering because they are not getting their receivables realized. So to have that facility and to not to suffer from the cash flow, that State Bank of India has gone for the trade platforms. So what is the trade platforms? If a discount receivables are there, any unit can discount these receivables and get the money back immediately for his day-to-day requirement. So State Bank of India, particularly in Hyderabad Circle, we have a branch called SME Saifabad, who is the authorized branch here in Telangana Circle, who is a member of the trade finance. As you know, the trade finance, the bankers, corporates, all are members in this trade finance, and they can discount the receivables of those units who are badly in need of cash in lieu of their receivables. So they can come to the platform and negotiate their receivables and to get the money, immediate money they require. And State Bank of India has already discounted quite a sizable quantum of portfolio here in trade portal. So these are some of these offerings from State Bank of India. And with this, I would conclude with how do I help my women entrepreneurs to grow? We have a checklist for every product. The only thing an entrepreneur is to do, go through the checklist. These are very simple checklist. Nothing to worry. That checklist you have to comply and register it in the portal. It will automatically come to us through online also. And if it is not there, we have lead district manager in every district. Go to the lead district manager, so give your application that will be sourced to our branches. As you know, 25,000 brick and mortar branches this bank is having. So you are not sort of branches also. Any brick and mortar branches you go and give your application and take the checklist and submit the document as per the checklist. and this will help us in improving our delivery mechanism also. With all this, I wish success to this plenary session, and finally, I hope it will culminate on 8th March, the International Women's Day. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much for giving an opportunity to speak on this occasion.
Thank you so much, sir, for your blessings and for your appreciation, and also appreciating the women leaders and women entrepreneurs, the culture of Jugalbandi, and also the three-pillar approach, the mudra, and yes, definitely we have taken note of the checklist. These are all brilliant, sir. Thank you so much, and thanking all our dignitaries for spending your valuable time with us today, for the very valuable information to the thousands of women, world over in business hearing you today. Should we be concerned? Yes, because under the representation of women in international trade is not the result of personal choice. In fact, it's mostly the outcome of gender inequalities and gender-specific constraints that adversely affect women in trade. Thus, your inputs on the role of MSMEs, various schemes for MSMEs, the MSME support system is abundant knowledge for all of us. So Prince Harry's quote is salutation that befits each dignitary on this platform, with Mrs. Santosh Ganesh, who makes it possible for all women and all of us in each day. When women are empowered, they immeasurably improve the lives of everyone around them, their families, their communities, and their countries. This is not just about women. We men need to recognize the part we play too. Real men treat women with dignity and give them the respect they deserve. And all of you have done it so respectfully. Thank you so much. So now moving on to the next segment of the prestigious and ceremonial Memorandum of Understanding, the MOU signing ceremony. We have Ms. Anju Bajaj, ma'am, from GCPIT, and she's the chairperson. That's on behalf of Mr. Santosh Ganesh. And it's an honor to invite Mr. Nawaz Rajabuddin, sir, the founder president of the Confederation of Micro, Small and Medium Industries. That's COSME Sri Lanka, head of UNIDO, overseeing all UNIDO initiatives here in Sri Lanka. Ambassador for the World Union of Small and Medium Enterprises, WSME, based in San Marino. Experienced national director with demonstrated history of working in the international trade and development industry, skilled in negotiation, corporate social responsibility, business planning, operations management, and analytical skills. Strong business development professional who's graduated from St. John's College. Welcome, Mr. Nawaz Rajabuddin, sir. Welcoming Ms. Anju Bajaj, the National Chairperson, MSME Growth, Confederation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Ma'am is the founder director, PNA Industries, recipient of the Udyog Patra Award by Honorary Union Commerce Minister, Government of India. Highly energetic, ambitious person who has developed a mature and responsible approach to any task undertaken, welcoming both the dignitaries. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Distinguished guests, participants, and our members, it's really a great honor for me to be here with you all on this occasion of the signing of MOU between CIMSME, which is a Confederation of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises, GCCR, Global Council for Cluster Excellence and Research, GCPIT, Global Council for the Promotion of International Trade, and ICTMAE, International Council for Technology Management and Applied Engineering. These are a group of non-profit organizations, and all these entities will be represented by GCPIT, whose registered office is in Bangalore, and COSME, as Kusum mentioned, Confederation of Micro, Small and Medium Industries, having its registered office in Colombo. This will work in collaboration with respective governments to enhance the liaison and cooperation between these two organizations in the areas of economic development, in the sectors, namely import, export, investments, taxation, business information, and government policies for the benefit of its members. Through this MOU between our two associations today, which will symbolize a partnership which we believe will lead to many joint research initiatives that produce new synergies and also add training value in these years ahead. So we look forward to the growth of both these organizations, and I take this opportunity to congratulate to you all and this leadership. Thank you, Kusum. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Anju ma'am. These are really inspiring words. Can we have Mr. Nawazuddin, sir, please? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the memorandum of understanding that you see on your screens here. And we are very proud that we have signed this with COSME. The prestigious member. Thank you so much. Join in. We will be opening the floor soon. And it'll be time for open networking. You can visit virtual global exhibitors, network in the lobby and VIP lounge. But when you join us back, we begin the 3-day Women in Trade Summit again, the Global Council for the Promotion of International Trade, GCPIT, the premier global business event, connecting women entrepreneurs with buyers, investors, and partners. We are on a mission, please. Keep noting to be globally recognized organization for unlocking the potential of MSMEs. And we want you to be with us on this historical first-time global summit of this scale. Do that, and we can then open the floor. So, like I said, it's now time for opening the networking, visiting our virtual global exhibitor stalls, network in the lobby and the VIP lounge, and you can join us back. But be sure you join us back because we begin the 3-day Women in Trade Summit, the Global Council for Promotion of International Trade, GCPIT, and you definitely would not like to miss that. So you can see this on your even on your screens. You have the stage, you have the lobbies, you also have the lounge, the VIP lounge, the booths. So you can click there and join the lounge, the lobbies, and also go to the VIP lounge and the booths. Thank you so much.